According to Pizza String, Santa is real. Welcome to Blended Philosophy. The topic for this episode is Christmas, and the question is Santa real?
What's the difference between existing and being real?
Unicorns, Fladoogie, this table exists. A Fladoogie, it's like a disembodied eyeball. Fladoogie isn't real. It can't be real because I made it up just for this example. Whereas this table is real, it's basically undebatable, we're all using it.
I would say yes, but only not for poor families.
So Santa is real for rich families, upper middle class, lower middle class, but not for poor families.
Well, I guess he is real, he just doesn't like poor kids.
The myth of Santa is considered by most adults to be fake.
The myth of Santa.
St. Nicholas is presumably real. Perhaps the imagery and reenactments and reinforcements in the next generation is what keeps Santa alive.
I wonder how much those Santa photos are in shopping centres. Like,
I thought they were free.
are they free? Yeah, surely like
No, but who's paying for Santa then?
What? The
shopping
shopping centre to get people to come. Because it's like, oh, let's go take a photo of Santa, and then they go,
That'd be
oh,
so
let's
worth
go into Maya and, buy some shoes for the little kid.
So I actually had a phone call with Santa. That was completely free.
How much do you pay for your mobile service?
That was a landline.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Completely free.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He was like, oh, what's your name? Oh, I thought it was you, Rodger. And then, sounded like you.
Yeah. He is Santa.
He's like, oh, what did you want for Christmas? And I said I wanted a blender because my old one broke. And he's like, oh, is there anything you wanna ask me? And so I was like, oh, well, we're going to talk about whether you're real or not tonight in a philosophical debate. Just wanted to give you a heads up.
Do you think you were a kid going,
Are you real? Excuse me?
Here's how he took it. He said, I know it's hard to believe you're talking to me, but I am real.
Wow.
That's crazy.
wow. Do you think you would hear the same voice if you called again?
100%.
100%?
He called several times.
No,
Experimental
I mean,
method.
to me, and I've got this word from word, it seemed like an AI auto response. That's what it seemed like. I don't know what
AI
it was.
Santa.
I can basically mathematically prove that Santa is real.
Okay, let's see.
So
This math.
Because he said so.
Basically mathematical.
basically, yeah. So, in the case that Santa isn't real, the statement places no bearing. As, they just maximizing the user experience by claiming that Santa is real. So it doesn't play the bearing one way or the other. In the case that Santa is real, Santa has no reason to lie. He set up the whole thing in the first place. And even if he didn't, and someone's just being a shit guy. Back in the 90s where you order with someone else's phone number or whatever, or you order pizza with someone else's address, and you gotta pay for this now, you mushroom chicken bullshit.
All the time.
If someone was pulling a prank on him, then he's typically, and definitely in this interaction, was quite a jelly follow. Jelly follow? I'm reading it, that's the problem. I'm not going with memory, but he's quite a jolly fellow. He's got no reason to lie. So mathematically we can assume that Santa is real. Because in the first case there's a 50% chance that Santa is real. In the second case there's a 100% chance that Santa is real. when you average those out, there's a 75% chance that Santa is real. Therefore, Santa is probably
Guys,
real.
check.
So what do you say that the percentages were?
In the first case, there's a 50% chance that Santa is real. In the second case, there's a 100% chance that Santa is
What's
real.
the first case?
And if you, so the first case is, hang on, Santa isn't real. So that's, it's not like,
So-
let me explain. It's not like, oh, we've automatically jumped to the conclusion that he isn't real. It's just we're zooming out so we get to know
So what's the
that in this
percentage
first
that
case
he doesn't exist?
isn't real. Well, if you average them out, there's a 75% chance Santa is real, and therefore there's a 25% chance
How
that
did
he's
you
not.
calculate the 75% chance that he is?
We just did. Okay. So in the first case, there's a 50% chance.
Why 50%? If there's two options,
Because
they're
if-
not equally likely necessarily.
Yes, they are.
False.
Okay. I know it's hard for some people to wrap their head around, but everything has a 50% chance of panning out. It's all to do with quantum physics. It changes, the outcome changes by you looking at it. You can say there's a 1 in 12 chance of me rolling a 12. There's a 1 in 12 chance of Noah rolling a 12.
Yeah.
You could say that, right? Because there's 12 sides.
And there's a 50% chance the other doesn't or
So,
doesn't.
and the thing is, either he rolls a 12 or he doesn't roll a 12. So the odds are 50%. There's a 50% chance that he rolls a 12.
No.
Here's the thing. Even from my perspective, but I seem to be the minority here, I could say there's a 50% chance of him rolling a 12. I get the.
Could you explain that?
No, you're the only
Rodger.
person who hasn't said whether there's a 50% chance or a 1 in 12 or any other number. So I'm just going to survey you.
Yeah.
What do you think the chances of rolling 12 is?
I mean, look, 1 in 12.
Okay, so everybody, yes.
So you say there's a 50% chance because he either rolls the 12 or he doesn't roll the 12.
Yes.
Let's assume that's true mathematically. Let's assume that that's the case.
Okay.
So you get Noah to roll and roll and roll and roll.
Why are we going to do it 4 times? Whatever. Sure. Hypothetically, I'm a retard.
And what you're seeing is what you're seeing is
No, again.
it's quite strange because he seems to not roll a 12 very often at all. And he just keeps rolling. It doesn't happen often. Yet you said it should be happening roughly 50% of the time.
Yeah. So
Contradiction. How does that
if he rolls,
reconcile?
if 4 times in a row, he rolls a number that is not 12, now I can assume there's a high probability the next 4 in a row that will be 12.
That's not how. That's not how probability.
I
works
know!
either.
That's why I've reduced to 50-50, because I know I've been
Why'd
to
you
that
say-
step, and I know that that's not how it works, and then I'm like, oh, okay, well, so it must be 50-50.
What
What are you
is
going
your
to
theory?
probability? Can I start? Why'd you say quantum physics? What'd you say? Quantum.
Quantum physics.
Yeah, why'd you say
Because-
it's related to it?
Quantum physics, you change the outcome by measuring it. Like a watch pot never boils. And okay, so the majority says there's a 1 in 12 chance of rolling a 12.
Yeah.
So let's say hypothetically, there's a 1 in 12 chance of rolling 12.
Yeah.
That's only from the data that we have at the moment. Once you roll it, we will know for sure whether it's a 12 or not. And there'll be
There's a 0% chance of it being otherwise.
in this hypothetical, just for the sake of this hypothetical, can you roll the die for us now?
Hoping I
So
was 12.
hypothetically, he rolls an 8.
Yeah.
We now know there's a 0% chance that it's a 12. The outcome changed because we measured it. So that's. I don't know why you're laughing, but that's
How?
So-
How did it change?
No,
because before he rolled it, it was a 1 in 12.
guys, everyone
After
close
he
your
rolled
eyes
it, it
and
was
roll
0 and 12.
The outcome didn't change.
The outcome happened. So
Yes, the outcome- it
there was
didn't change,
there was
though.
0% outcome on the progress bar, and then he rolled it, and then now there's 100% outcome on the
But
progress
you're
bar.
saying it like he rolled a 5 and then we looked at it and now it's an 8. That's what quantum physics is it was a 5, but now that we're reserving it, it's an 8.
I feel like you're just remembering what your high school teacher told you.
Roger, could I ask you this?
Yeah, go
If we
ahead.
change this dice
Uh-huh.
so that the 11 was also a 12, is there one number on the dice that's more likely to be rolled than another?
Yeah, but
Why?
they're already,
But why?
there's equal amounts, 12, 9 and 6, but the,
Oh, is that just how the dice is?
yeah. So
Okay, sorry, let's take a 6-sided dice with the numbers 1 to 6 and
Okay.
change the 1 to a 6. So now you got 2 sixes.
Okay, yeah.
Is one number on that dice more likely to be rolled than another?
Well, I would say that there's not.
Okay, so let's take that same dice and make all but one side have the number 6 on it, and then that last side has the number 4. What are you more likely to roll, a 6 or a 4?
Yeah, I would say there's a 50% chance you roll a 6 and a 50% chance you roll a 4. That's not, obviously that's not true, because there's a chance that it could spontaneously combust, or it could land on one of its edges or its vertices. So I'm just simplifying the math, so it's just easier to comprehend.
So
you don't
because
have to
there's
fucking
2 possible
have a stroke
outcomes,
over it.
the probability of each outcome is 50-50.
Yes.
Before what you said something didn't make sense at all to me. You said
Then why are you bringing it up?
no. You said
I'll give it my best shot. I'll give it my best shot.
So you were like, okay, so it's either a 12 or not a 12, right?
Yep.
We're rolling. You said if we roll 4 times and it's not a 12 any of those 4 times,
I don't know what you
then it should be a 12 for the next 4 times.
Whatever terminology you want to use, I'm just gonna explain what I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was, yeah.
If Noah rolls that die, there's a 50% chance to roll a 12 or not roll a 12. There's a 50% chance to roll a 12, because he either rolls a 12 or he doesn't roll a 12. And he could roll a 10, or he could fall off his chair and die, or he could land on one of the edges.
You said
There's a
that.
50% chance to roll a
Why? Why is it 50-50?
Because there are 2 outcomes, so there's 1 over 2. And when you try and convert that to a percentage, that's 50%.
There's more than 2 outcomes. There's
Yes,
12, there's
okay.
6, there's fall off the chair and die. There's
No, but
there's
those could be
millions of
divided.
Yeah, when it was first made, there was a roughly 1 in 12 chance of it landing on a 12. And then each time you use it, it's landing on a 12, that changes. It might get higher, it might get lower. We have no real way of knowing.
Sure.
And so, rather than like sitting down and thinking about every possible way that die could be modified, or Noah could throw it a different way, or how many rhinos are in Australia, rather than going through all that, I'm just fast tracking it and going, oh well, either he rolls a 12 or he doesn't roll a 12.
Yeah, sorry, that was what I was looking for. It's because the system's not
Okay.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We got
It's
this. We got
like,
this.
I don't know what's happening in
Yeah,
reality.
what's
What's it going to be? While Rodger is like, I know it's not going to be a 12.
Oh, heaps. No.
Mathematically speaking,
Mathematically.
it's
Legitimate.
it's more likely that Santa is real than Santa
Didn't you
is
just
real.
say philosophically?
There's 3 outcomes of flipping 2 coins. Would that be 1
How,
and 3?
you can't increase the probability,
it's 4
Rodger.
outcomes.
So there's
Because if you flip it, he's either real or not real.
Four outcomes.
Then you go down one path, right?
Maybe if you can't distinguish between 2 coins.
no. So
Well, you can't distinguish between the heads and the tails.
what I've done is I've
Flipping the
You've
coin.
got 2 ideas.
so we can understand. I think we should wrap things up.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind about the history of Christmas.
We got probability instead.
The probability of Christmas, I think we can base it on that.
Alright.
So
I'm not ready to vote.
I said
When you do,
let's
just
wrap
think of the
things up.
children.
Yeah.
Right?
And the probability.
Well, that's-
So I'm leaning towards the fact that Santa is real, because
What about Santa Palestine?
he
it's a bit late for that, isn't
he's
it?
alive in our hearts, and he's alive in our culture. And if someone bothered to test me on this one, I could say that He definitely is real. Because anyone quickly, no, you're the least problematic. Is America real?
Yes.
Is Michigan real?
Yes.
Is Detroit real?
Yes.
Are the Pistons real?
Yes.
Is Hooper real?
Yes.
What's Hooper?
Great. The Pistons are the basketball team. The Hooper is their mascot. Okay. Is Georgia real?
Yes.
Is Atlanta real?
Yes.
Is Coke real?
Yes.
Is Santa real?
Yes, baby.
There you go. That is my. That is. I've come at it from 3 different ways. 3 reasons
Mathematics,
why
physics.
I think is real.
And quantum.
3 reasons why I think Santa is real. Now it's up to you guys. Are you guys ready to vote?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I already did vote, so I'll vote again.
Oh, funny. Is Santa real?
Question mark. Full stop.
Give me a Y, give me an E, give me an yeah.
According to Pizza String, Santa is real.
That one's not.
So,
Come on.
guys, go ahead and leave us a comment if there's anything else that you'd like to know. Maybe there's something you want to watch a string. You think, oh, it'd be hilarious if they go to this. Not solved though. We've done that already.